Welcome to all you Librans. This is your monthly horoscope for December of 2019. In general, of course, but I want to make these videos very precise and concise. So what's going on for the Librans? Well, it's a very important month, again, with eclipses. It's always important when eclipses are coming. And the eclipse is on the 26th, but you feel it before that, after that, around the whole month, basically. And for you, the eclipses, you have had a tremendous amount of focus the whole year, basically. I've been talking about this month after month, a whole year with lots of energy going, and in not the easiest way, with Saturn there and Pluto there and the South Node with Saturn. It's restrictions, it's karma. It's not all easy peasy. It's with difficulties with detaching yourself, and also having eclipses there already, January and so on. This was all happening in the core of your horoscope, which is the 4th house, which is your emotional state, basically. So for a lot of Librans on an emotional level, it hasn't been easy. It was tough to find your emotional security, to feel at home, not literally at home, but on the inside. And so what this is in December is some sort of a culmination point. If you've worked hard, and for many of you will have worked hard throughout the year in not giving up, even when it's emotionally not easy, in just standing your ground, in just day after day, even when things are tough, even at the home situation, at a very basic emotional level, if things were not easy for you, but you've just managed to go on and not run away from Saturn, which is responsibilities. If you've done that, there is certainly a gift with Jupiter on the 3rd entering your Capricorn, your 4th house sector. And it's not only that Jupiter enters there, it's been in your 3rd house of communication for many months, but now it will stay approximately a small year in that area, Jupiter. The planet, the most positive planet, the planet of expansion, the planet of meaning, finding purpose, finding meaning these days. Wow, big words, right? And now it's in your emotional state sector. So when I see that happening, Jupiter in the 4th or Jupiter in Cancer, for instance, it's always about finding more peace within. And my goodness, don't you Librans need that? And so in other words, when you've worked very hard on that the whole year, you're gonna have the rewards now. And not only in December, also for the rest of 2020. And that could be like living more relaxed at home, having more pleasure at home, finding more meaning in home, and finding more meaning on an emotional status as well, that you can nurture yourself. And even through your work, because don't forget the opposite sign is Cancer, which is about work. I talked a lot this year about what's your contribution to the world. That's very important as well. How do you want to be seen? So if that has gone, if you've been struggling with that, but you've done your best, you're gonna find the rewards now. Because although the eclipses are still from a difficult eclipse family, the Saros family, 3 South, which is all about transformation, and transformation is never easy, right? It is on a fixed star, this eclipse happening, called I always forget those names of the fixed stars, but it's a very fortunate fixed star called Polis. So, and together with Jupiter with the South Node, this is rewards from your efforts, not only from the last year, but maybe even from former lives. So there's definitely a turning around point. It's not going to be like that all of a sudden you feel much more secure, but it's about done those efforts and understanding and finding more a perspective, because that's what Jupiter is all about. It gives you a bigger perspective. You're going to understand it better why the things happen to you in or the things that you've experienced throughout the year of 2019. So there's coming more nurturing and more understanding of your emotional attitude, your emotional responses, for sure. And that's a good thing, I think. So embrace that. And whilst all that is happening, you are also having more energy when it comes to your confidence, because Mars is in your second house, and second house is your house. It's the house of money, but it's also the house of your confidence. And having Mars there means that you have a drive. You have a drive to hustle for the money. You have a drive to explore your talents, to use them as well, to get more value. So you're going to get your value from yourself here. You're going to be less dependent on other people, what they say about you, which is for most Librans important, what other people say. And last but not least, your ruler, as from around about the 21st of the month, is shifting into your 5th house in Aquarius. So it's time to have a good time. It's time to fall in love. It's time to fall in love with love. And it's time to enjoy yourself with friends, because it's in Aquarius. But it's also a time, especially when you are single, that you could meet someone. Probably a very beautiful one because it's Venus, and probably also a very independent person because it's Aquarius. But anyway, if it has been a long time that you've enjoyed yourself, you truly are going to enjoy. And if you're if you're celebrating Christmas, you're really gonna have that enjoyable time there. So having said that, I wish you all the best, dear Librans. If you want to have a reading, get in touch. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.